All right. Good morning, everyone. Joey Calvin here with Southland Realty Group at Keller Williams. I am here with Tony, and tell us how the correct way to say your name.
Sacco. It's
Sacco,
Italian.
okay, just like it looks.
Yep.
And you are in Delaware.
Yep. In southern Delaware, at the Delaware beaches. I live in an area called Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. But my team does the whole beach market. Actually two-thirds of the state. So we work in both Kent and Sussex County. Delaware has three counties: Newcastle, Kent, and Sussex. I live in Sussex, but we work Kent through Sussex.
Awesome. Okay. I have been through a corner of the state just traveling through. But I remember it was a beautiful area. Wherever I was, I don't even remember where I was.
Did you go through the northern part on your way up to New York on 95, or did you come,
Very possible. Very
or did
possible.
you go over like the Virginia Bridge and Tunnel? Then you would have
We
come.
did go through the tunnel.
Okay, so if you came through the bridge and tunnel, then you came through our area. You probably went all the way from south to north.
Okay, yeah, because I think we came there. We were in Washington D.C. and we went into Maryland and to Pennsylvania, in through. I don't remember where all we just went exploring one day. So
Okay, so if you were DC, then you probably came further north. You probably went through 95.
yeah, but I do remember going through that tunnel. So,
Okay,
so I'm not sure. But
okay.
anyway, so tell me a little bit about yourself, maybe a little about your family.
Sure. So I'm originally from Philly, Philly boy, Italian. I grew up in Northeast Philly and then went to St. Joe's University. Um, then lived in the suburbs of Philly for a little while. And my original background is in accounting. I was a CPA. I relocated to New York after having met my partner back in 2000. And then I worked for a hedge fund and I was a CFO for a hedge fund for 12 years. And then decided wanted to have a family. And I don't know if you're familiar with the financial sector, but it just takes a lot of your life. So all I did was work. Um, so I stopped doing that. And we had bought a second home here at the beaches in Delaware. We decided we were just going to relocate here and start a family. So then we adopted our son.
Awesome, awesome. So what do you enjoy doing when you're not working?
So I do work a lot because it's just kind of my type A personality. But I live at the beach, so enjoying the sun, pool. I also love to travel and really very family focused. So hanging out with friends and family is a big part of what we do. We're getting together with people on a constant basis in our free
Awesome,
time. I
that's
like to
great.
bake, entertain. So those.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Are you coming to Atlanta for the family reunion?
I am not. I have some other commitments that preclude that I won't be able to make it there.
I got you. I got you. Good deal. And tell me a little bit about your business. I assume you're selling coastal type homes for the most part. Is that right?
Generally speaking, Delaware has become a very big relocation state. So originally, it my market was, second home investors. Now it's a lot of people relocating here for our tax structure. So it's kind of it's split. So when I lived in Jersey, I had same size house I have here, and I paid 23,000 a year back in 2012 for real estate taxes. Back then, my taxes were like 2,500. They're 3,000 now. So, but the average home here is probably about 12 to 1,500 in tax annually. And then Delaware has no sales tax, and it's a pretty reasonable income tax. So it's a more reasonable retirement cost of living here for someone. So a lot of people from New Jersey, Pennsylvania, Maryland have all been relocating here in the past year. So we're a very big relocation area.
That's awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. Well, and tell me a little bit about goals for the year, family and business. What do you have coming up?
So my partner's having uh he's turning 70 this year, so we are going to plan a nice trip for his 70th birthday. So that's like the family goals. In real estate goals, last year was a little bit of a slower year, and we are um very busy right now. It's kind of, it kind of changed back in November. So I um, my expectations is we'll probably get back to normal, if not better. So my normal transaction is probably about 45 a year.
Yeah,
I think we'll probably be more like 60 this year because I just think
awesome.
there's such a pent-up demand.
Yeah, I think this year is going to be. Last year was my best year ever, and I fully expect this year to be stronger than that. With rates coming down a little bit, a lot more people are moving. They've accepted where we are in economy, and I feel like it's going to be a great time to be in real estate. And I love supporting people. I love just helping families reach their goals and take care of their needs, and everything else kind of takes care of itself. So it's great meeting people outside of my area and learning a little bit about them and what they do, and more than what they do for business, I enjoy getting to know you guys personally, so that whenever I have someone looking to move out of Birmingham, uh, that are considering your area, I would have had no clue about the tax situation, and so that's awesome. Uh, and now I have someone that I can say like, hey, I know this guy, pretty well. I'm in networking group with him, and we've had some time to talk. And if I were going to buy a house in Delaware, this is who I would call. And so that's what it's about.
Yep, same here. I've been doing a lot of these for the last several months, just getting to know more and more people. Um, and funny enough, like I was on vacation in December and I had a one-on-one scheduled with an agent in St. Pete, and we hadn't gotten there yet. But then a client called and they needed it. So then we kind of changed our timing and I talked to them and it just felt like a really good fit. So they were meeting them during the holidays. So
Awesome.
yeah,
Awesome.
so I understand. I'm very much into focus on client service. We don't really push our clients into trying to make a rash decision. We let them know what's going on in the market, if the property is something that could be moving quickly, and but we really try to get them to understand our area. Like the beach market is very different. Location can, as in many places, is can be very important for some people. The house is important for others. We tried to get them to understand the different locations around here because the different beaches call to different people. Like I grew up in the Jersey Shore, so Rehoboth feels more like my style, but other people have a much bigger inclination to say Lewis, which has those Victorian homes, or Bethany, which has a completely other feel to it. So we just try to make sure people understand what they're looking for and what they like, because a lot of times we've had people who don't, and then a year later, 2 years later, like, we really don't want to be here. We want to sell and move over here instead. So I
Yeah,
just try to help people kind of get a better handle on the area because it is different.
that's good. That's really good. So, well, I'm going to stop the recording,
Sure,
uh, and then we can just talk for a second.
sure, sounds great.